Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host here, Chantel Francis, and my apologies about my not being able to get it together to get 2 episodes ago the recap going. Remember they had the power outage, and then everything just kind of got all backed up, and then we had to reconfigure our timing for Love Island USA today, but then I hadn't watched the episode yet because I fell asleep last night. So all this stuff kept on happening, but I just watched the episode 39, I believe. So I'm up to date. We'll do a recap right now of episode 38 and 39 and talk about that preview for the next episode. So thank you so much for having patience. I was going to get it out to you no matter what. Just I couldn't figure out a perfect time, especially with in the evenings on Thursdays. I have Big Brother to do, and there just was a lot going on. So thank you for your patience with me here. It seems like every girl is forgiving their guy. My gosh. I mean, I think that they're thinking about the money at the end. They need to be in a couple. We're learning on Love Island USA that there's really only one couple that's really in a place where they can go to the end. So maybe they just want to choose somebody and work on their relationship and just go the long distance instead of waffling back and forth, which some people have been doing. So on both shows. So I'm fine with it. I like these people enough. I want to see them work on their relationship. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. Thanks for joining. We are just looking to build a community of people that loves reality TV and loves talking about them in the chat. So please subscribe to Reality Realness, comment, leave a like. Anything helps with the algorithm. We're just trying to build a community. So episode 38, it was a couple days ago. I know, old news. And in 15 minutes, episode 40 is going to start. But we see Mary kind of crying to Clarice and Amy about what was going on, about the fact that Abby had chosen Dale and she really wanted to have Dale to herself. So I don't know if I know she told Abby that she likes Dale, but I don't know if she really told him that she was that into him for her to be crying. I don't know. Tyler is really suspicious to me. I don't know. I can't trust him yet, but we'll see. He's definitely suspicious. We'll get more to Tyler. We're going to talk more about that because they do have a few conversations that we need to have a little bit of chat about. Let's just get there. So I'll see if I can blow through this episode. I didn't really remember the episode, but we're going to try. So yes, Abby also didn't know that they were that close. She's talking to Dale and she just was like, she feels like she ruined something good that was happening between the two of them. She didn't know that they were as strong. She thought that Dale was still, deciding between her and Mary, that he wanted to get to know both of them. So she chose him because she wanted to get to know him as well. She didn't realize that they might have progressed a little bit more than they had and that he was looking to pursue her, to pursue Mary. Yes. Not in this episode, though. We're still on 38, but I did see those spoilers all over the place. And I was like, good luck, Hugo. I'm sure you'll have a lot of people sliding into your DMs after this, so you will not have any trouble finding a connection, I don't think. But the villa just wasn't for you. It just was not for you. So Mary and Dale go and have a chat at the Lookout, and I guess since Abby now kind of said to Dale, oh, I didn't realize that I was kind of standing in the way of you and Mary, she's taking a step back, and so they go and chat at the Lookout in the terrace, and they do end up kissing up there. So they are allowing their feelings to grow, and they're pursuing some sort of relationship. Teddy and Faye, he says that he never thought that he would trust another woman. And so it's nice to see that, Faye's breaking down some of these walls, but also Teddy has some walls that need to be taken down a little bit as well. So I'm very happy that he is opening up to Faye because I like Faye. I think I like her the best in the villa. I do. I like Faye and KAZ. And I also really like Millie. Actually, I like all the OG girls. Yeah, I like Liberty too. She's very sweet. Millie and Liam have a chat, and they're rebuilding their house, and they didn't no kissing, but they do hug, and she still likes him. You can tell that they do they stay this round? I'm sorry, I just can't remember what episode was which, but I do like the fact that she's not allowing him to come back super easy. She's making him graft a little bit. That's okay, because what he did wasn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. It's just kind of like he wasn't fully transparent about what he did, and if he was that interested in Millie, I don't think that you should be sleeping in a bed and kissing another girl that you really like, that you're sexually attracted to. Like, it's just not a good look. So I'm happy that she's making him work for it. Amy, when she's with Hugo, she just looks bored. She just kind of always just like she just doesn't look like she's having a good time at all. They don't vibe, they don't chat. Like, poor girl. She's probably just like, oh my God, could somebody please come in here to save me from this boredom? Clarice and Tyler have a chat, and she's starting to feel like she's the second option. And I don't understand why Tyler brought her into the villa if he wasn't going to give her any attention at all. Like, maybe he thought that she was going to be a little bit more assertive and like show more that like she's that into him, but she's really kind of holding back, I would say. And I mean, I understand her rationale too, is that Tyler's not really giving her anything. Like, why did he bring her back if he wasn't going to pay attention to her at all? I never see them hang out or chat or nothing. Kaz and Matthew are on the daybed. I didn't write anything about them, but I'm really not feeling his vibe. Like, he needs to get over himself. Liberty and Jake have a chat. I didn't write anything down about it, but it happened. Toby and Chloe. She keeps on kissing him, and like, she doesn't expect to feel like this. And so she really does like Toby. Even though she mugged her off like to the next century, she still likes Toby. And I like them together. They have good energy. Like, they look like they have fun. They look like they enjoy themselves. And so that's probably also why it was so shocking when he decided to just flip the script and jump into bed with Abigail, when he has such a good time with Chloe. And it's not really that easy that you find someone that you can laugh with and giggle with that you're also really attracted to. So I'm glad that Toby has come around here. Abby's pretty much just annoyed. She just doesn't want to deal with emotions anymore. And, I think she came in as a bombshell. She stirred things up. She got Toby. And I don't know what it is as to why she wasn't able to keep him. I know that CASA AMOR happened and he went over and he came back with Mary. But I don't know if she just like she's lost her personality or something. Like, she doesn't have like the fire and the same energy that she had when she came in before. So it's bedtime, and then in the morning, Liam, I thought it was kind of cute. He lies at the foot of Millie's bed like a little puppy dog that's like lying under the covers at the base of the bed, the foot of the bed. I thought it was cute. And this is where Toby starts Operation Comeback, which is basically trying to get back in Chloe's good graces. And so he's going to take out a blanket, make a little bit of a picnic, and get some melons. Just have a little breakfast spread for Chloe, which is sweet. So Chloe and him are sitting on the blanket. I think he carries her over the blanket, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought it was funny though. Toby's like, yeah, like Chloe turns me into a cringy, soppy guy. And I'm like, I like that. I like the side of Toby that's allowing himself to just have a crush or like this girl or starting to develop a relationship with this girl. I like seeing this side of Toby. Tyler is still playing a game. He wanted to be able to juggle. I just want to roll my eyes there for Tyler. Like, his game is whack. I'm so confused how everyone is mad for what? Matthew knew that Kaz still had feelings for Tyler. Why is this a shock for him? This is my point. Why then stay in the villa then, right? Like, if you're going to be so like, but Matthew wanted to stay in the villa. He coupled up with KAZ as soon as there was some dissension from when the postcards came. And then she says the door is ajar. You know, when he comes back in, he's still giving her attention. Matthew stops giving her attention. And Tyler gives her more attention, and she's more interested in Tyler from the get-go. She was always more interested in Tyler, but Matthew was very much a second option. So where's the surprise? Why are you mad at KAZ? Matthew's terrible. Like, he's not good looking, and like episode 39, like, wasn't a good look for him in my opinion. I get that she did not have a combo with him first because of Tyler's mouth, but it was not malicious. He's like Charlie on the Love Island USA to me. Exactly. You knew the position that you were in when you decided to get involved. I think Charlie's worse because like he said like, oh, like I can go toe to toe. Like you don't have to worry about me. Like I'm confident in myself. So he was really selling it and he didn't really buy it at all for himself, in my opinion. But Matthew, I think is just like saving face because he knows that, especially in the next episode, that KAZ is not going to stay with him or wouldn't, you know? So he carries Chloe over to their picnic and it's cute. We have the guys being like, go Toby, go Toby. The boys bring over some iced coffee and the melon over to them. So they're waiting on them. And this is the energy that Cinco needed to bring. Why couldn't he just lift her up and take her over to a picnic and put some melon on a plate and make her an iced coffee and say like, I want to get to know you more. I choose you. Why couldn't he just do that? Cinco, this guy, this 21-year-old guy or 22 or 23, I think it's 23. 23-year-old guy, Toby, that messed up more massively than you did, Cinco. And he was able to figure out how to get back in the good books of Chloe. And Cash is way more forgiving. So I just don't understand why Cinco couldn't figure out just to do something nice for KAZ and she would have said yes, 100%. Oops. Matt saw an opportunity and he took it. Exactly. I think what Faye said when choosing Tyler is what angered him. Maybe. I didn't really hold the whole thing down. Hi, Annette. Okay, all Matt did was complain to the boys and did not communicate how he's feeling about KAZ. Like Matthew needs to be dumped. Like I don't care for him. I didn't care for him before. I was happy that, you know, KAZ had somebody to be standing with when Tyler came back from CASA AMOR. I didn't want her to be standing there waiting for him alone. So I was happy that he was there for that. But that's his purpose, was for her not to look like she was standing there alone. And now his purpose is done. Starting to like Toby. Me too. I'm starting to like Toby. He's starting to grow up. Yes. I hope to God when new people come in that it doesn't switch. How many more weeks is it going to be for this one? Are they going to be 2 months? How long is this particular season? Because like Love Island USA is done next Sunday. It's already over and there's one couple and I don't like the couple. That's it. When is Love Island UK finished? Because they'll probably bring in a few more people. But who do you think that they'll go for? Oh, man. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm just thinking about like the preview for the next episode. Tonight's episode looks like I'm mad. I'm sad. I hope it doesn't go the way that it looks like it's going. I hope it's a big misdirect. So Toby's never been exclusive before, so it is a big deal if he ever actually asks anybody to be his girlfriend. So it is a big step that he's kind of doing some boyfriend activities with Chloe. Teddy and Hugo talk about, I guess, his relationship. I just wrote it's a bit dry, false. Maybe I'm just talking about Hugo in general, Hugo and Amy. I'm not even sure what I was talking about. Hugo wants to just settle, doesn't want to just settle. Oh, yeah. So Hugo doesn't want to just settle. I'm just like, you're not settling if you're getting to know somebody. Like, it's not like you're just going to lie down beside them and you're just going to be like, oh my God, you're the one for me. Like, You have to get to know them. You have to have conversations. You have to find like your similar interests, like find that you have hobbies that you like, that you want to do together, that you have the same morals or values or beliefs or favorite film or something. Like that's how you build a relationship with somebody that you're on a dating show with. Is like you talk to them and you get to know who they are and to see if you guys are a good fit, that you want to get to know them more and they want to get to know you more on a personal level. So the fact that like Hugo doesn't talk to Amy really ever and then just expects them to be like in a really strong relationship, but he doesn't want to settle. It's like, no, don't settle, of course, but get to know her a little bit. Like, Hugo just doesn't know how to date, I don't think. So, and like that's the thing with Amy too. She's like, doesn't even know if he likes her. Like, does he like me? Does he think he's settling? Like, what is he doing here? And that's what we're wondering as well. Like, what are you doing in the villa, Hugo, if you don't end up actually actively getting to know somebody? You just like couple up with them and then kick them to the curb. So I was pretty like eye roll about their whole dynamic. Hugo does go and grab Amy and, you know, they have this back and forth and she's like, well, you know, like, you haven't really pulled me for a chat. And he's like, well, you haven't pulled me. Well, and it's kind of like the guys have to kind of lead that a little bit, because if a woman comes on too strong, then it pushes guys away at times. And so you kind of have to allow the man to, if we're talking about heterosexual relationships, allow the man to do the pursuing because it's in their actual nature. So for him to be like, well, you didn't pull me, it's like, well, biologically, you're kind of supposed to allow the men to do the hunting. It's just how it is. Wait, let's say what? Hold on, let's back this up. True, he never made KAZ know he was upset. I still think that KAZ does. Oh, yeah, KAZ owes him an apology, but every time they sit down, he just like says his piece and then walks off, like, and doesn't really let her know how he's feeling completely. He just says like a bunch of lines. So, like, she hadn't gotten to talk to him about whatever he had talked about with Tyler. Yeah, I don't think it happened yet, but he's mad at her because she went to tell the girls about her conversation with Tyler and she didn't tell him first. Okay, fine, but it's also the show, and that's kind of what always happens, is like the girls go and have a chat. Anyways, I don't care about Matthew. Based on the preview, I'm hoping the bombshells come in and take Teddy phase a bit too unappreciative. No. I want Faye to find love, and because Teddy's so, he's really patient with her, and I really want them to work out. Please. Teddy and Clarice would have been a perfect match. Isn't that who he kissed on the CASA AMOR? Hi, Annette. Apparently Hugo had a girlfriend outside. What? Who? Names. I want names. Tell me more. Just seen a video from Murat. Apparently Amy said that she really liked him. Please. She did not really like him. And when they came back to the main villa, he switched on her. Apparently he might have a girl from the outside, according to her Instagram. I don't think she really liked him. I think she was acting. I could fake liking a lot of people. Like, if they're like attractive, kind people on a dating show, like, I could pretend like I like somebody for a little bit. It's not like some really disgusting looking person. Like, I could fake it for a little bit. Anyways, off topic. Okay. What are we guys going to do about the challenge draft? Okay. So I'm going to be doing 2 challenge drafts. So I'm going to be doing one tonight at 8 p.m. on Reality Pop. I'll be doing that with myself, Chris, and Angel Cake. So we'll be doing a draft there for Reality Pop at 8. I'll probably take a couple hours. And then at, I think, 10:45, I'll be going live with my girls, Fanta and Michelle, and we'll be doing a Reality Realness draft. Then, as long as schedules permit, it will be live after the episode for the challenge. So that's what hopefully the schedule is going to be. live after the episode, not right after the episode though. It's probably live at 10:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, starting next week. I'm debating whether or not to do a recap about the Monday night exclusive episode. Let me know if you guys want that. I'm not sure if it's going to be good or not. Let me know how you feel about that. But tonight at 10:45 Eastern, we will be doing a Reality Realness draft. And then if you also want to hang out for a live draw for Reality Pop, I'll be doing another one there. So lots of challenge content tonight. Basically, you'll have 4 hours of challenge content with me. Okay, what else happened here? So, yeah, Hugo is kind of blaming Amy. You haven't been trying. And it's just kind of like, it's the boy's responsibility to a certain extent, especially if he's bringing her back into the villa. This is his turf. This is his home. You would think that he would want to make her a little more comfortable. You know what I mean? So I think Hugo dropped the ball and he's just pointing the finger, but who knows? So then they play a little game playing the field. I thought this game was pretty funny or fun. The guys first shield the girls from the mustard, the ketchup and mustard. Everybody was squirting at them and they had to kick a football. And then round 2 was a snogathon. And I thought the snogathon was really cute. Like they're sitting on the bleachers, like making out, and whoever can make out the longest was going to be the winner. Millie and KAZ, I was so jealous. KAZ lays on the counter. I don't remember what that means now. That was too long ago. And then I changed pages. Continue with episode 38. There was something about Millie and KAZ that I just don't remember. I do love that Toby now is giving advice to Tyler, which I think is hilarious. It's like, look at you, Toby. You really have grown up a little bit here to be giving advice to Tyler. And he just can't hide his feelings for KAZ anymore, Tyler. He just can't hide it. And I'm just trying to think of, like, what is his game? Because, like, why is he deciding on KAZ? I mean, obviously, I love KAZ. I think she's beautiful. I think she deserves the guy. She does seem to have more of a vibe with Tyler than she does with Matthew. And Tyler has a better vibe with KAZ than I've seen with Clarice. But, like, is that really what's going on? Or is he playing a game? What do you guys think about Tyler? He's trouble. So is the door still open? This is what KAZ and Tyler are talking about. We kind of alluded to it just a moment ago. And she says it's ajar. It's like open, like a tiny, tiny little bit. And he says, I need to talk to Clarice, but he wants her back. He misses how they used to be. And KAZ says she's going to keep getting to know Matthew. But if you're up for the challenge, go for it. And that's, I think, the right attitude to have, is that, like, he hasn't shown her that he's going to be a good person to be in a relationship with. So prove it to me and I will consider it, but I'm not going to be waiting for you to make a decision. Like, I'm going to move on. So I think that she's taking the right approach for this type of show. So they go inside, and Clarice is there with Faye and fixing her hair. And so they see that they were talking on the terrace. And so obviously Clarice is she's fixing her hair, and, like, she sees them come in. And so Tyler pulls Clarice for a chat, and he says that he can't turn off his feelings, that he basically said that it's KAZ that he wants to choose, even though he came back with her. Eek. And she's starting to get a little bit cold, like a little bit kind of irritated by this. And she's like, you did your thing. Enjoy yourself. And she just walks off holding her shoes. She doesn't like wearing heels, it seems like. Even in the most recent dumping, she was, like, wearing flats. So I don't think she likes wearing heels as much as some of the other girls. Tyler does go and tell the boys. And he wants to talk to Matthew, and he eventually does and tells him what he said to KAZ. So this is where Matthew gets all upset, because KAZ didn't tell him first, but KAZ had gone and talked to the girls about the conversation, and then Tyler talked to Matthew before KAZ could get to Matthew. So obviously Matthew is pissed now at KAZ because she didn't tell him first, and he should have beeline to him first to tell him. It's like, I've known the girls longer. They know what's going on with my situation. Let me talk to the girls, and then let me figure out what I'm saying to you. I'm fine with it. I can understand why someone might be a little bit irritated, but like I thought blew it out of proportion, in my opinion. So then we get a text, and they have to gather around the fire pit. We had been voting, or not me, because I'm not in the UK, but for their favorite couple. The people saved are Chloe and Toby, Faye and Teddy, Kaz and Matthew, Dale and Abby, and Liberty and Jake. And so the people that are vulnerable are Mary and Sam, Tyler and Clarice, and Amy and Hugo. Is that it, or was there one more? I think that's it. All right, so episode 39 happens, and we're right at the top of it. The girls are now going to have to choose which guy they want to save, and the guys have to choose which girls they want to save. So Faye didn't stand up, which I thought was surprising, because they usually stand up to deliver the news. And she says that they decided, let me do the boys first. The boys decide, and Teddy gives the news, and it is Mary that they choose. And then the girls went after, and Faye didn't stand up, and she delivers the news that it's Tyler that they're keeping. Now, there was discussion, and I don't remember exactly what Faye said, but there was something to the effect that to have a chance here in the villa, and that there might be a possibility with somebody that's still here, and a possibility for love, and wants to give that person in the villa that chance as well, or something to that effect. So if I was Matthew, I'd be like, and they saved Tyler, I'd be like, I guess like the girls have said that, or KAZ has said to the girls that, hey, I would like to still get to know Tyler. So it would probably make me annoyed if I was Matthew, with what Faye has said, but I wouldn't act the way Matthew acted. He kind of acted like a child, I think. So Tyler is definitely playing a game. Honestly, I think he just wanted to hook up with Clarice. Yeah. I mean, she's very pretty. And then I always just felt that like it was a better idea for him to get back with KAZ and do a little bit of back and forth so we can get some airtime. Airtime. So that means that Sam, Clarice, Hugo, and Amy leave. And they most likely chose Mary because Dale has interest in Mary. Nobody else has interest in Amy. Obviously, nobody else. Maybe Teddy could have had some interest in Clarice. But other than that, it just seemed like Mary was a no-brainer to stay. And Tyler, because of the KAZ situation, that's why he stayed. Sam didn't really make a connection with anybody else. And Hugo's made no connection, but with a lot of people. Toby and Jack talked about Hugo and like how they're going to miss him. And, he was true to himself the whole time, blah, blah, blah. I wanted Toby, though, to mention something about like when he was defending Chloe, if like he maybe came around a little bit to like understand why Hugo did that. I hope so. But he didn't do it then. Millie and Liam have another little chat, and she's obviously very happy that they were saved and that they weren't at risk of going home. And she feels that he still needs to prove himself, which he does. But tonight he can sleep in their bed together. No cuddling, no kissing. There's going to be a line down the middle, but he is allowed to share her bed. And so he's over the moon for this. He's really happy. He knows it's baby steps, but he's willing to take those steps, which I'm happy about. This is the grafting that I want to be seeing, where these guys that say that they, want these women back. I want the graft. I want them to make them feel special. I want them to show that they want to be in a relationship. And so I think Liam, he could do more, but I think he's doing more than most people usually do. So thank you, Liam. Matt calls KAZ for the weirdest chat that I've ever seen. And he's like, the door isn't slightly ajar. It's wide open. And then he just gets up and walks. Like, he leaves. And I was equally as confused. I didn't go back and rewatch it, because KAZ replayed it a few times this episode. But I was like, did he not want her to say something? Like, why wouldn't he give her an opportunity to speak, or like have a response, or say like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that? Like, he just like says his piece and got up and walked. I thought it was very rude. Kaz and Liberty, or Kaz is retelling the breakup to Liberty, and she's like, "What? Like what?" It was so. Everybody was finding it so weird. I found it really weird. Did you guys find it weird too? Like how he did that breakup? We're done. We're done. We're done. Toby does take Lib away, and then Tyler goes over to stay with Kaz. And they talk a little bit about their relationship, and she just says, I want honesty. That's all I'm asking for. Do what you want, but I just want honesty. And we know that's what Kaz has always been asking for from when she was dealing with Toby at the beginning. She just wanted honesty. She just wanted to know where he was at. And so even Tyler, if he had a little bit of honesty instead of like really gassing her up and being like, you're the only one I'm here for, which is the same with Tyler that Charlie did, is like, you're the only one I'm here for, but like you're not showing it. So honesty is all she wants. They pinky swear. I thought it was cute. And I like her better with Tyler than I do with Matthew. I said it. Matt tells Liam about him being done. My eyes rolled. I don't think Liam cared. Everyone does cheers, though, when Liam goes back into the bedroom and he was getting to go into bed with Millie. So he wasn't in the doghouse anymore. He's at least made it back to the bed. No smooching, but back to the bed. So in the morning, the girls chat, and Mary is really grateful that she was saved, of course. And with the boys chat, Matt talks about how he thinks that Kaz is a liar. She's a liar. And it's kind of like, listen, Matt, you knew that she was still dealing with some feelings from another guy. You knew this. And you didn't really put any work for her to want to stay with you. Sorry. And that's the same with Charlie. He's not putting in any work to want to stay for Cass. She shouldn't want to stay with him, but I think she would if he picked her, which is annoying. I was dying though when Kaz reenacts the breakup. Like she just like goes, sits down, we're done, and leaves. Like it was really bizarre how he did it. So Faye does start talking about how she doesn't think that Teddy would fit in with her family, and like they have some different interests, and he's kind of likes designer things, and she like stopped shopping at like thrift stores. I do feel like Faye is trying to make up reasons why she shouldn't be with him. This is definitely a self-sabotage type move, it seems. But she also doesn't feel like she's good enough for him. And I think that that's the crux of it all, is that like she doesn't feel good enough. She doesn't feel worthy of Teddy, even though Teddy's, I mean, he's fine, but he's not that great. Like you're good. You're good, Faye. Chloe, though, talks about her. She's just obsessed with Toby. She's so happy that they're working on things. They're happy that they're together. She just obsessed. And I like when Chloe's happy. I like Chloe enough to be like, yeah, you know what? You like Toby. You guys are fun together. I like you guys as a couple. I'm here for it. Toby, you surprised me. I can't believe I'm coming around on you. I can't believe that you're one of my more so favorite Islanders. Yes, it's the world has changed. What does 6 weeks make? It makes a whole new vision of Toby. Toby and Jake do some talking, and he's thinking about making Chloe's girlfriend, but obviously he's never done this before, and he's kind of apprehensive. Like he wants to be, with her, and he doesn't want to be with anybody else, and he wants to be kind of official and be serious about it, but he is worried about like making that label, especially since he hasn't done it before. So Jake does say like being in a couple, having a girlfriend is like the best thing. So I'm happy that he's selling this, because on CASA AMOR he's selling like go be free, go be free, go be free. Mary and Dale are in the pool. I thought this was a cute scene. They were, I don't know, talk about fish. He doesn't know that much about fishes, but then they do kiss a couple times, and their glasses crash against each other. I like them together. I think obviously they're both, she's really stunning, and he's pretty good looking out of the new guys that have come in. So I'm happy that they found each other, and I hope that their love grows. Abby and Matthew have a chat. What do you guys think about that? Abby and Matt, I mean, they weren't, I think that she was just doing it to like, just to chat with him because she's never spoken to him, but like zero vibes. Like there is no way that they would ever be coupling up. And she's like, I'm here on Friend Island. And I think he said me too. She's hoping that there's going to be some new bombshells that comes in that she could be all over. And I hope that's the case as well, because she's really the only person in the villa at this point that doesn't have a couple really out of the women, right? Her and Matthew, the only two people. So Faye and Teddy have a little cuddle on the daybed, and she's definitely scared of the girlfriend word. And he kind of reassures her a little bit, and she's just like, also says that it could just be her, and about the fact that she's pushes people away because she's been hurt before, and so she has these boundaries. And I thought like character building moments was that she hates his sandals. I love that she just calls him out. Like, I'm not sure which sandals they are, but I'm assuming they're maybe Crocs. It seems like Crocs are like the sandal of the summer. I don't know if Crocs is sponsored by Love Island or Love Island sponsoring Crocs, whatever. No, Crocs, whatever. Crocs is being product placement on both the US and the UK, I believe. Definitely in the UK. And I'm just like, they're not ugly cool, guys. I know that the UK is usually more ahead of fashion than they are in North America. And I know that, I don't know, I think it was Balenciaga has like some designer Crocs, but like, guys, they're not cool. I don't think I don't think I can get there. Just make fun of my dad for wearing Crocs. Come on. So I do like them together. So Jake gets a text. It's going to be movie nights with some quizzes. And everybody kind of starting to get ready. We see Tyler and Jake talking. And Jake is like, Kaz is like herself again. She seems like herself. She's happy. And she does have a little bit more of a bubbly attitude when she's around Tyler. She just seems happy. There's flirtiness coming out of her eyes. When she's with Matthew, she's just kind of like, yeah. Like but with Tyler, she's just kind of like, she's just more engaged and more engaging. So I think I'm okay with them getting back together. So the boys are sitting together and the girls are sitting together. And basically this is like worse than the Twitter challenge because there's all these movies. So there's Pitch Perfect, there's 50 Shades of Faye, the Jake Escape, there's Moving Mad Max, there's Teddy Player One, there is Tinker Tyler Soldier Pie, there's Something About Mary, and there's She's All That. It's not all that. It's all the different movie categories. And so they had to answer questions. So one of the questions was, how many people are on their smartphones during sex, and whoever got the answers correct or closest to the right number, they're going to be able to choose. It just seemed like if you got it right, you should not choose. It's like, because you don't want to see what's on the board, I don't think. So the second question was, I don't even remember. I didn't put it down. So I think the smartphone during sex was the second question, and I don't remember what the first question was. So the first question, though, we got to see Jake's video, and he shows his true colors. It was in the early episodes, maybe week 2, and he kind of talks about how he doesn't want to rip Liberty's clothes off, that she's not his regular type. And I remember when we saw that ourselves, we're just kind of like, Jake is playing a game. He's not really into Liberty. Like, if somebody comes in, his head's going to be turned. Now, it's been a month since probably that has aired. His feelings could be a little bit stronger, but I do still think that if somebody was his type, blonde, that like will allow him to suck her toes, that was all in for Jake, I do think that he would have entertained it. Still, Jake has been exposed. Don't want to ruin this must watch. I don't want to. Yeah, I know. Oh, so like on the episode, yeah, I'm going to watch it anyways. And we know that he's going to be exposed for sure because like that clip is bad. And if there's another clip of him, if the Jake escape? Like, what's that mean? Like, what is going to be showed about Jake there? I don't know. And then the next one is where the boys win. It's 50 Shades of Faye. And Faye is kind of talking about like when she was pissed off at Teddy when she just saw the postcard. And so she's laughing and giggling with the women, and I'm sure it's because she's nervous and uncomfortable. She did tell Teddy that she was pissed and she was really mad at him, and that's why she started flirting with and coupled up with Sam. But Teddy obviously felt dumb, and then he was annoyed with the fact that Faye wasn't being considerate of his feelings, which is valid, but like, I feel like he was taking it a little bit far, personally. A little bit far. But that is 38 and 39. We're finally caught up, guys. Yay. I will be live tomorrow to talk about the fallout of this game. Oh my God, it might be bad. Might be bad for Faye. In the preview, it looks like Faye and Teddy are having an argument. Hopefully Faye will not be too bullheaded and will speak to him rationally, we'll hope. But I'm definitely sad that it might ruin their relationship here. Now, I don't think it should, just because like she did tell him, and she can just apologize and say like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, like because I told you, I didn't realize it was gonna hurt your feelings. Like, I didn't mean to, I'm so sorry. Like, that's why she really has to say, but I don't know if she has the capability of saying that. So I'm interested in the fallout for sure. Another clip of Jake. Man, oh man. Is it going to be Jake like encouraging all the guys to cheat on the girls in CASA AMOR? Is that the clip? Is that the clip? Or is it the time when he said that he would have his head turned? I don't know. Oh, this is going to be a good one, though. I can't wait to watch. I will be live tomorrow, as I said, 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested in the challenge, I'll be live at 8 p.m. on Reality Pop, and then 10:45 on Reality Realness doing the draft picks. I'll be doing 2 draft picks for 2 different channels, mine and Reality Pop. And then tomorrow, live at 2 p.m. Eastern for this. We'll do Love Island UK. And then after 3 o'clock, I'm not sure what time exactly, just because schedules are a little bit shaky tomorrow. We'll be doing Love Island USA and see what is going to happen. What is Cash? Cash, we need you to find you a man. We need to find you a man. Anyways, this has been fun. I'm happy to catch up. Absolutely. Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Dan. Sam, Netha, and if I miss anybody else, Sam, if I didn't say you already, I might have though. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat. You know that we love chatting with you here on Reality Realness. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We're just trying to build a family of people that want to talk about reality TV all day, every day, like I do. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I will be seeing you guys either later on tonight or tomorrow. Bye.